For every meal that a food bank provides, SNAP provides 9.
The longest government shutdown in history took food off of the table of folks who could least afford it.
Lots of Americans have been clamoring for the release of the Epstein files. This week, a bunch got released. The Bobcat's New Generation Mariachi put on a show this week. We'll take you there.
Hi, and thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Sanchez.
And I'm Emily Chopin. Welcome to Bobcat Update. Lawmakers and President Trump just ended the government shutdown that started way back on October 1st. It was the longest federal shutdown in history, 43 days.
One of the things not funded was food assistance for low-income Americans. We visited the Hays County Food Bank to get some perspective on how the loss of SNAP benefits was affecting our neighbors. On November 1st, the government stopped SNAP benefits across the country due to the ongoing government shutdown that began October 1st. The Hays County community is greatly affected by the shutdown, with about 17,000 people, or 5.6% of the population, relying on SNAP in Hays County alone. Local food banks and community centers are seeing an increase in demand and are doing their best to support those in need. SNAP, also known as food stamps, stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is a government-funded program that supports low-income individuals and families experiencing food insecurity. With the shutdown comes paused or cut funding to most federally funded programs, including the U.S. Department of Agriculture pausing SNAP benefits. As of November 5th, it became the longest government shutdown in American history, surpassing the previous record of 35 days. The uncertainty of when the benefits would be reinstated is affecting millions across the country and thousands in our own community. At the Hays County Food Bank, employees and volunteers are working hard to meet the needs of San Martians and county residents who depend on food assistance. The food bank offers a client choice market by appointment and also holds distribution events at several locations throughout the month. People shop from their pantry with a variety of foods and ingredients that can help keep food on the table. Lisa Young, Executive Director of the Hays County Food Bank, explains the importance of SNAP and how food banks are only part of the solution.
For every meal that a food bank provides, SNAP provides 9. SNAP is 90% of the food assistant budget. We cannot indefinitely cover SNAP. No one can. So all of the food banks across the country are stretching to capacity. We have expanded our services, which were already very high, but it is a Band-Aid. The big one is reopening the government.
Jessica Kane is the Director of Neighborhood Engagement at the Southside Community Center. She talks with us about how deeply affected the Hays County community is by food insecurity.
We live in a community where somewhere between a quarter and a third of people live at or below the poverty line. So across the whole spectrum, there are many people in San Marcos specifically who rely on food support because they know if I don't pay my rent, I'm going to get kicked out, and that's far worse than being hungry today.
Food banks and other food assistance programs tend to get busy around the holidays, even without a government shutdown. If you or someone you know needs meal support, or if you would like to volunteer, you can apply online at haysfoodbank.org or at southsidecommunitycenter.org. From Bobcat Update, I'm Emily Sanchez. We mentioned that the shutdown ended last week. 8 Democrat senators agreed to a compromise with the Republican majority. That set the table for both the House of Representatives and Senate to pass a bill reopening the government. President Trump signed it into law Wednesday. It still doesn't resolve Democrats' main demand, which is to continue subsidies for Obamacare. Those subsidies were only added during the pandemic, but without them, the price of health insurance is expected to go up. Some plans may double in price. Lawmakers will keep talking about them because without another deal, the government will shut down again at the end of January. For now, air traffic controllers are back on the job, food assistance is back, and national museums are reopened in D.C. The other big story in the Capitol this week, the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released 3 emails from the Epstein files which mentioned President Trump. In response, Republicans on that same committee released 20,000 documents which hadn't been public before. Many of those also mentioned the president. Lawmakers in the House voted overwhelmingly Tuesday to release thousands more pages of Epstein's files. He and Epstein were once friends and have appeared together repeatedly in photos and videos since 1992.
Our other big national news story, a betting scandal involving professional athletes. In October, more than 30 people were arrested and charged with making insider bets on basketball and poker games. Miami Heat player Terry Rozier and Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups were among those arrested. Also, 2 pitchers with the Cleveland Guardians Major League Baseball team faced felony charges over a gambling scheme. Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz are on leave from the team while the FBI investigates. The players are accused of working with gamblers to prearrange what pitches they would throw in a game.
This is all happening at a time when sports betting is more popular than ever, especially phone apps. Siena College research shows nearly half of men under age 50 have a sports betting account.
In the same survey, a third of sports gamblers said they felt ashamed about the habit. Bobcat Updates' Ethan Torres and Tyson Barnes talked with some members of the Texas State community about sports betting.
From college campuses to the big leagues, sports betting has had a significant impact on the game day experience. Fans can now place bets on anything, from the over-under or to how many points are scored the entire game. Apps such as DraftKings and FanDuel offer bonuses and cash rewards that try to persuade young users into spending money, and so far, it is working.
You want to advertise sports gambling to sports fans because those are the ones you're most likely going to get to gamble. So I think like having it at games and stuff, like for example, you see someone sitting down, it's sports fan, and they see a DraftKings ad or something. A sports fan's probably going to want to throw a little money on the games.
Not only does placing a bet add to the thrill of the game, but it also boosts viewership in games that some young bettors might not watch.
I think it gets some people more engaged in the game, I'd say, and so I think most people do it for social reasons, but there is some people there that try to make legit money off of sports betting.
But not all good can come from sports betting. Recently, Cleveland Guardians pitcher Emmanuel Clase was disciplined for violating MLB's gambling policy, a reminder to fans and athletes that there is a line drawn when it comes to sports betting. And while many forms of sports betting are legal in the U.S., experts warn that what can turn into something fun can lead to financial hardships and addictive behavior.
And understand how much development I personally needed too.
While marketing of the apps have no sign of slowing down, the industry continues to grow as many campuses and leagues continue to try and protect their students and players. With Bobcat Update, this is Ethan Torres.
November 1st saw the return of an annual tradition in downtown San Marcos, the Veterans Day Parade. Each year, the City of San Marcos and the Veterans Affairs Advisory Committee honor those who served. The route crossed in front of the historic courthouse and around the square. The parade was led by the Color Guard from San Marcos Academy Corps of Cadets. Veterans and their families from all different branches of the military attended the event. Rachel Martinez remembers her father by giving back to any veteran who stops by.
Come and enjoy some donuts and coffee. Thank you for your service. Thank you. And what we are doing here is we're basically honoring my father. My father was a World War II veteran. And then after he passed, we just decided to honor him, continue to honor him by setting up this booth. And we have donuts and coffee for all vets that come through. And it's all free. It's our way of telling them thank you. It's very important that we start recognizing our vets. They're diminishing, as we can see in our parade.
The event had performances from Acapella Unlimited, San Marcos High School's Striking Rattler Band, and Texas State's Golden Elites. Local social clubs and veteran service groups also got to join. Veterans Day started out with Armistice Day, to honor the end of World War I way back in 1919.
Hey Em, did you see any Northern Lights Monday night?
I didn't, unfortunately, but I know that people could see them as far as south of Texas. Folks in some other parts of the country got an amazing view.
There was also a pretty good show right here on campus last week, courtesy of Texas State Mariachi.
President Danfus flipped the switch at the LBJ Mall, and now campus is lit with holiday cheer. And later...
And what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? I'd say cabbages. My sister makes the best butter cabbages.
What? San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter's mission is to care for, protect, and find quality homes for abandoned and neglected animals. Approximately 6.5 million animals enter a shelter, and only 3 million of those animals are adopted each year. More than half of those animals are left in the shelter without a home. Save a life and adopt or foster today. Contact the San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter at 512-805-2650. San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter, protecting and saving the lives of the pets of San Marcos.
People pay big money for cruises or flights to Alaska to see the aurora borealis, the northern lights. But they sort of became the southern lights Monday night, visible as far south as Florida and Texas. This video is from Michigan and Colorado, but lots of Texans got photos of the aurora Monday night. The reason we could see them here is because a huge solar storm blasted extra plasma into space. As that grazes the atmosphere, it lights up the sky. Isn't that video amazing?
It really is. I wish I'd gotten to see some auroras, but no luck. There is some other great entertainment available much more often here on campus.
That's right, Texas State's mariachi.
At Texas State University, the sound of mariachi music carried through the Performing Arts Center as senior students took the stage for their final recitals. For some, it marked the final step for a 4-year journey studying the art of mariachi performance. The recital featured an ensemble of student musicians performing a 45-minute set consisting of 12 songs, each one chosen and arranged by the seniors themselves. One of those performers was Texas State senior Josue Cabena, who describes his performance.
Basically what a recital is like at the end of like your 4 years here, you have to put on a concert just to kind of show off everything that you've learned throughout the years. And so mine was a violin recital. I played everything on violin. I did some singing, and basically you just have the spotlight for the night. It's like your own personal concert. You get to choose the songs, you get to choose who plays with you, and so I chose all of my friends to play with me. I chose my favorite songs, and then yeah.
Josue says the night did not come without nerves. He admits the pressure leading up to the recital was intense.
I was really nervous at the beginning. I was super stressed actually leading up to it. I really thought I wasn't gonna do good. And even after like I had just finished, like I got off stage, I was like asking everyone, I was like, what did you think? And everyone was like, yeah, I think it sounded really good. And I didn't really believe it, not until I watched the live stream. And I rewatched it and I listened to everything again. I was like, holy crap, like that's actually me playing. Like it sounds really good.
But beyond showcasing talent, the recital represents something larger for Texas State's mariachi program. The major is still new, and graduates are few, making this group of seniors part of program history.
Our program is pretty new. We've only had 2 graduates with our major. Like there's only been 2 graduates with a mariachi concentration major. So technically I guess I'm like the 3rd. Or my class will be the 3rd because I'm not the only one. So like we'll be the next like generations to come, I guess, to graduate with this degree. So really like there's no one else out there with our degree. So we're like the pioneers for this. So it should be good. It should put Texas State on the map. My dream is like we put Texas State on the map and like this program grows to be something amazing.
For the seniors, the recital was a celebration of hard work, culture, and the future of mariachi at Texas State, a night where the spotlight was fully theirs. From Bobcat Update, I'm Diego Hollenbeck.
There was another great show on campus last week. This one was outside and also featured lots of music, but it was lit. Reporter Amani Collins takes us to the first ever celebration of Winter Lights.
President Dampus lit up the LBJ Mall like a holiday disco ball on Tuesday, November 4th, as Texas State University student Investa Fields and Bobcat cheer. President Dampus gives us a little insight into the new Winter Wonderland.
I'm so excited. It's the very first time we've done this. We bought the lights, so we own them, and so we're going to do this every year. So you're here at the very first lighting of the holiday lights.
Texas State has officially sprinkled some new holiday magic onto campus with a brand new winter tradition. The festive new events feature ice skating, live music, photo opportunities, and cookie decorating. Guests can enjoy a dazzling light show while connecting with fellow Bobcats and embracing the spirit of the season.
We got the opportunity to talk with Allie Daly, a student here at Texas State. Here are her thoughts on the new tradition that Texas State is creating.
Well, I'm a senior, and this event is a great way to get our community and student body together and experience the festivity and the lights and the joy of the holiday season. And we hope that future classes continue to show up and show out for this event and keep the spirit going.
And to see more events happening around campus, visit Bobcat Organization Hub's calendar of events.
Beat 'em up, beat 'em up! Go Cats, go! We gotta do something different. I'll say winter, you say lights. Winter! Lights! Winter! Lights! Have a great evening. Let's go, guys.
For Bobcat Update, I'm Imani Collins, #TXSTTV.
There's another holiday tradition that always happens around Thanksgiving. The president and some governors usually pardon a turkey or two to spare them from the dinner table. Colorado Governor Jared Polis was joined by Lieutenant Governor Diane Primavera, the state's agriculture commissioner, 4-H members, and military veterans. He pardoned 2 turkeys last week, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Both turkeys will get to spend the rest of their days at an animal sanctuary just north of Denver.
Thanksgiving is a uniquely American holiday, so it's a new experience for the 2,000 international students at Texas State. But the week before Thanksgiving is also International Education Week, and it's not just for international students. Bobcat Update's Adriana Watkins and Carson Hill caught up with some students who traveled a long way to get to Texas State.
Texas State University's Office of International Affairs hosted International Education Week this past week, offering a series of events celebrating the value of global learning and cultural exchange on our campus. We had the opportunity to visit the salsa dancing class and speak with a few international students about what this week represents.
We all met at this organization that's here in Texas State called HOLA. It's for Spanish-speaking people, like anybody from Latin America or anybody that speaks Spanish, basically. That's where we met, and we became friends ever since. And then I heard about this through him.
Yeah, back in Colombia, it's pretty normal, pretty common to dance salsa and bachata. And I was just curious because I received this email from the international. I was just curious. I wanted to come see how it was.
The energy in the room was strong, and the students we spoke to were very clear about the importance of a community for international students to come together, exchange cultures, and navigate the difficulties of studying abroad.
International study is very nice for yourself because you discover people, you meet people, and you discover another country, the USA, and also Texas, who I think is the best state of the USA, and it improves your own skills. So I think it's just fabulous and incredible for your own life, and you should do that. So I will come back next week for the next event, and it will be awesome.
As enrollment continues to skyrocket at Texas State, so will that of international students, and the Office of International Affairs will continue to welcome them with open arms. For Bobcat Update, I'm Carson Hill.
Do you have any special holiday plans for Thanksgiving?
I'm just gonna go home and hang out with some family over the holidays.
Same here. I'm ready to eat a big plate for Thanksgiving. Reporters Diego Halamek and Sebastian Korns got around campus to ask students about their holiday plans.
I'm Sebastian Korns with Bobcat Update, and I'm here to get the deets on people's Thanksgiving plans. Let's check it out. So what are your plans for Thanksgiving this year?
I'm gonna go home and spend it with family.
What are your plans for Thanksgiving this year?
Do assignments, write a paper, finish a final, and then just like watch some coding videos.
My plans for Thanksgiving is celebrating at my house with my family and friends and just like a big gathering.
My plans are to go back home, spend it with family, probably watch some soccer games, hopefully.
Nice.
Just spend time with family, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I forgot. I have to actually go home because my sister's switching our phone plan. Yeah, we're with Verizon. It's not the best. The connection is terrible, especially on campus.
I'm just getting as far away from this place
Yeah.
as remotely as possible.
My guy's trying to
from
de-stress.
civilization, from electricity. I want nature and family. That's it.
Probably eat. I'm Hispanic, so probably eat a lot. Tamales for sure.
To hang out with my friends and family and sit around the table, eat, and be grateful for life.
And what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Probably green beans.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
I'm a vegetarian. That's a really complex and sensitive question. I'd say cabbages. My sister makes the best butter cabbages. I didn't know those existed till a year ago. I was like, what is this thing? But it apparently tastes good.
Turkey, honestly, I know it's
classic.
It's classic, and if there's macaroni and stuff, just soul food basically.
Either the pumpkin pie, maybe the stuffing, or the turkey and cranberry sauce. One of those.
I would probably have to say ham.
I would say that I like red beans and rice, but more on the super, more watery in a sense, it has a soupy taste or consistency. Because I don't like it when it's too thick. When the concentration is too thick, because then it dries up really fast and it's crusting over. But when it's a soup, ooh.
And then what are y'all thankful for this year?
My cats.
Nice.
My friends and family.
I am thankful for my family and my friends. Just be alive, be on this campus. And,
I'd say my scholarship. I'd say that one internship I did. And I'd say my sister being way too humble to me at times when I should be kicked out of home. That's it.
For being able to keep up and continuing to be a third year student, just doing this for my family and I don't know, just hopefully making them proud.
I would say I'm definitely thankful for my sister. She's been helping me a lot. I've been helping her. She helped me get my driver's license this summer, which really helped because I could not stop thinking about, dang, I don't got a driver's license at my age? That's kind of wild. No, because I feel like, damn, am I unk status? I can't be doing that. No, I gotta do better.
I'm thankful for my dad. He recently lost his job, and so he's been working really hard to kind of figure everything out and keep us financially stable during everything. So very thankful for him.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
All right. All good?
That's all we have for this edition of Bobcat Update. Thanks so much for joining us.
Watch this space for more news by students for students. Have a great Thanksgiving break, and we'll see you soon.